we shall look at taxation of digital economy. Others will join. Taxation of digital economy. What is digital economy? How do we tax digital economy? That is the topic we are looking at today. Digital economy is a worldwide network. Digital economy can be defined as a worldwide network of economic activities. Worldwide network of economic activities, commercial transaction, professional interaction that are enabled by information and communication technology. What this one means is that digital economy simply means any business activity, commercial transaction, or professional service rendering of professional service that are carried out with the use of information communication technology. Any business activity that has carried out with the use of ICT is called digital economy. So, as defined, digital economy simply means a worldwide economy's activities, commercial transaction, and professional interaction that are enabled by information and communication technologies. That is meaning of digital economy. Now, what are the different business models that can be carried out under digital economy? What are the different business models that can be carried out under business economy, under digital economy? Number one business models of digital economy is called electronic commerce. Number one business model of digital economy is called electronic commerce. Number two is called application store. Number three is called online advertising. While number four is called cloud computing. Another business model that can be carried out using digital economy, another one is also called network participative platform. Network participative platform. We also have online marketing. We also have online marketing. We also have online advertising. We also have online advertising. These are the business models that can be carried out using digital economy. These are the different business models that can be carried out using digital economy. Another one we have is called app stores. App stores is one of the business models that can be carried out using digital economy. The next thing we need to look at is tax challenges of digital economy. What are the tax challenges of digital economy. Why, if you want to tax all this online business, all this business model that we mentioned earlier, if you want to tax them, what are the challenges tax authority faced if they want to tax all these business models that can be carried out using digital economy? If you want to tax them, what are the tax challenges? What are the tax challenges that we face as a tax authority? Some of the key tax challenges encountered by the tax administrator as regards to digital economy include: number one, company making significant profit on remote online transaction without physical presence. One of the tax challenges is most of the companies that are making profit with the use of ICT, doing business online, they don't have physical presence. That means they don't have office that tax authority can trace them to, that tax authority can go and ask them to come and pay tax. Some of them are not even in Nigeria. They are outside the country, but they are making profit in the Nigeria environment via online service. So one of the tax challenges of digital economy in Nigeria is most of the company make significant profit from remote online transaction, don't have physical economic presence. Most of them, they don't have. Another tax challenge data, difficulties in attributing value to user-generated data and user participation in the market economy. It is very difficult sometimes to identify the person that make that business, that make that profit online, that sell that good online. It is very difficult to identify them, to attribute value to that good that was sold online so that they will pay appropriate tax. It is very difficult. Another tax challenges of digital economy is lack of clear roadmap on real-time tracking of digital transaction, lack of clear roadmap on real-time tracking of digital transaction. There is no clear roadmap on how to track those transactions that are done online, how to track them as those transactions is going on. How can tax authorities track them so that they can ask the user or the person that make profit, the person that sell the good online, that they can ask them to come and pay tax? There is no roadmap. FRS has not defined a system or a policy that can be used to track online digital transaction. Another one is lack of effective tax collection mechanism for VAT. We don't have effective tax collection mechanism for collection of VAT for online transaction. We have not designed such mechanism for collection of VAT for online transaction. Another tax challenges of digital economy is easy relocation function. Most of the business, most of the company, most of the entity doing business online in Nigeria environment, if you ask them to come and pay tax for the online profit they are making, they will relocate to other countries. Since they don't have office in Nigeria, what the worst thing is, they will not sell good to Nigeria people online. They will be selling to other countries that don't ask them to pay tax. They will not do business within Nigeria domain. Within Nigeria domain, they will relocate to low tax jurisdiction that will not ask them to come and pay tax. That is one of the tax challenges of digital economy. How do we address the tax challenges of digital economy? How do we address them? What are the measures FRS have put in place in the past to address tax challenges of the digital economy? One of the measures FRS have put in place in the past to address tax challenges of digital economy is establishment of significant economic presence. Establishment of significant economic what? Presence. This significant economic presence simply means FRS through Finance Act 2020 now said it does not necessary for a company to have office in Nigeria. If any company operate through Nigeria domain, so far as they are making profit in the Nigeria domain, that means they are presence in Nigeria. Once they are present in Nigeria, the Nigeria Tax Authority have taxing right on that business they are doing online. That is meaning of significant economic presence. Simply means we believe we don't have physical presence in Nigeria. But when you are operating online, you are making profit online in the Nigeria domain, in the Nigeria environment, you are present in Nigeria significantly. Though you are not present in Nigeria physically, your presence in Nigeria significantly gives the tax authority a right to ask you to pay tax. Another one, withholding tax for certain digital transaction. Withholding tax for certain what? Digital transaction. Some of the digital transactions that we do online, we can ask them to pay withholding tax as a final tax. Some of those transactions carried out online, we don't need to ask them to come and pay company income tax, education tax. No, we should introduce withholding tax, and that withholding tax charge them will be a final tax. Most of those transactions that are cross-border transactions, which are done online, we should introduce withholding tax on them. Another one we have equalization levy. Equalization levy means we should sign agreement with other tax authority by ensuring that any goods and services that pass through those two countries, an appropriate levy should be imposed on them. Another way we can address tax challenges of digital economy is called introduction of digital service tax. We can introduce another type of tax called digital service tax. This one is different from company income tax, is different from education tax. We should call it digital service tax, meaning that every person doing business online, either through Facebook, through Twitter, through any other means, we should just tax them digitally. One of those digital service tax is called electronic transfer levy, which Nigeria introduced for any electronic transfer of money. So those are the way we can address tax challenges of digital economy. Another way we can address tax challenges of digital economy, which I mentioned here, is we should ensure automated tax collection process. Automated tax collection process. Automated tax collection process. That one too can address tax challenges of digital economy. Automated tax collection process. Another one that can address tax challenges of digital economy that we have capacity development. We should train the tax authority on how to track online business. The tax authority should be trained on how they should be tracking what? Online transaction. Another way we can address tax challenges of digital economy, strategic partnership with digital economy service provider. Who are the digital economy service provider? Google, Zoom, App Store, Facebook. Jumia, LinkedIn, all these digital economy service provider, FRS can partner with them by signing agreement with them that they should be helping them to collect tax for any digital business that was done online. So this can address the tax challenges of digital economy. Now, the next area we should look at now is, let's look at the area of new technology disrupting tax industry. Some of the new technologies disrupting tax industry. What are those new technologies that can disrupt tax industries? What are those new technology that can assist tax industry to carry out their function efficiently? One of the technology that can assist tax industry, which can be of help to tax administration or to tax consultants, is cloud computing technology. Cloud what? Computing technology. Tax authority can make use of cloud computing technology to save taxpayer information in the cloud. Filing of tax return on a monthly basis, VAT. Filing of tax return on an annual basis, CITA, company income tax. If tax authority asks taxpayer to be filing paper return, can you imagine the number of file tax authority will be saved? They are going to be having in their office. Can you imagine the warehouse that they will keep those files? But right now, all these returns, they are done online through the use of Tax Pro Max. Once the taxpayer once the taxpayer carry out their return online with the use of Tax Pro Max, all the return will be saved in the cloud. There is no need for printing of paper. It will reduce the cost of printing. It will reduce the cost of storage of documents. So cloud computing helps tax authority to save tax information in the cloud. Easy filing of tax return. That is one of the technology disrupting tax industries. Number two technology disrupting tax industry that we have: artificial intelligence and robotic. Artificial what? Intelligence and robotics. What is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence, they are those automation process, software designed to undo some routine job carried out by human being. In tax authority like FRS, during the working day, people that will be calling FRS for clarification or inquiry, there will be more than thousands. Can you imagine the work that those in the client service or customer service or taxpayer service unit they will be doing by answering call, by attending to inquiry of taxpayer, in order to reduce the stress, or in order to ensure that most of the all the people that make inquiry, they are being attended to. FRS can design an artificial intelligence in their website. This artificial intelligence in their website, as you click to the FRS website, it will be the one to attend to you. What do you want to do? What inquiry do you want to make? It will be attending to you as if it's a human being, but it is not a human being. It's a robotic. It's a software designed to act as a human being. They have already computerized this artificial intelligence to answer some simple questions. If you now ask through the FRS website a simple question, what is the rate of VAT? Artificial intelligence can answer you. What is the date for filing VAT return? Artificial intelligence can answer you. Some of those silly questions is going to be attended is going to be attended by artificial intelligence. It has been already computerized. This will save time of the tax authority, and it will save the time of taxpayer waiting for tax authority to answer their calls or going to tax office. Is part of technologies designed to assist tax industries. For better service delivery. Another technology that we have, another disruptive technology in the tax industry is called data analytics technology. Data analysis technologies. Data analysis technology. Excel, Microsoft Excel, spreadsheets assist tax authority and tax practitioner for easy computation of tax. It's a technology. Excel, Microsoft Excel is an IT. It's a software. It's a technology. It's a data analytics. All this will assist tax authority to analyze data in order to get accurate data for filing of tax return, for computation of tax, computation of capital allowance. That is the whole essence of data analysis technology. It assists both tax authority and the tax payer. Another technology used in the tax industries is called social media what? Technology. What are the social media technology? Social media technology like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram. This technology, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, both tax authority and tax practitioner use them. What do they use them for? They are using them to disseminate tax information, to pass tax information to wide range of people. Can you imagine? FRS, they will be on the Facebook. If they are on a Facebook, if FRS have official Facebook, their follower will be in terms of 100,000, 50,000 followers. They can be using that Facebook to pass information to taxpayer. Any update information that they want to pass, once they post it on the Facebook, all their followers, they are going to share it. Most of their followers will help them to share it so that all other people that are not their followers can get the information. Likewise to FRS, they are on Twitter. If they want to pass any information or they want to remind taxpayer when to file tax return, they will send the information on Twitter. Many people will view the information. Many people will like the information. At the end of the day, that information will get across large number of taxpayers. So social media technology assists tax authority to disseminate information to wide range of a taxpayer in different areas. Another one that we have, apart from social media technology, another one that we have is called mobile app technology. Tax authority, they design a technology that can be used mobile. Tax authority design a technology that can be used what? Mobile. Example of mobile app technology used by tax authority. Tax Promas is a mobile app. You can be in London and view Tax Promas. You can be in Maiduguri and view Tax Promas of a company. It's a mobile app. Once you log in through the password and the code through the username and the password of the company, you can look at the tax history of the company. Any place you can attend to tax EU as a tax consultant, since you have the login detail of your taxpayer. Any place that you are, you can assist your tax payer as a tax consultant to file their tax return, since you have their what login detail. This technology we just mentioned finish. What are the impact of new technology to tax practice and administration? Impact of this technology to tax practice and administration. What impact with all this social media technology, mobile app technology, artificial intelligence, data analytics technology, cloud computing, what impact does it have in the tax practice and administration? Number one impact is customer satisfaction. All this in technology, we help tax administrator and tax consultant to certify their customer. That is number one impact it's going to create. Number two impact of this new technology to tax practice and tax industry is lower cost of compliance of tax. It will save the cost of taxpayer. Taxpayer will not be printing too much. They will not be spending paper on OA4 to print a paper, to print a document, or they will not be spending money fueling of their car to go to tax office, since everything is done online. Another one we have is data error is minimized. Minimization of data error. It will minimize error. When you analyze data using Excel to do addition and subtraction, the possibility of error in those data is going to be a minimum. It's going to minimize, rather than using manual calculation, rather than using calculation. You may press wrong number. Another impact of this technology to the tax practice and administration is improve voluntary compliance. This technology is going to improve voluntary compliance. Most of the taxpayers, since everything is done online, it will make them to comply voluntarily. These are the impact of new technology for tax practice and administration. What are the challenges of technology to tax practice and administration? Challenges of technology to tax practice and administration. What are the challenges of technology to tax practice and administration? Number one, challenges of technology to tax practice and administration. Challenges of those technology. Low computer literacy level. Some of the tax authority or taxpayer, they don't know how to use computer. So if you ask them to come and file tax return online, it will be a lot of work to them. They don't know how to do it. They don't know how to use computer. So low computer literacy level. LRS have e-tax. Somebody doing his own business that don't even go to school. LRS, we said that we ask them to come and be filing their tax return online using e-tax. How would that be possible? How can the person do it? Low computer literacy level. Low computer literacy level. Poor internet facilities too. Most of this technology, if you want to use them, it will require internet. If you don't have good internet technology, it will affect you from using this technology. Social media technology, Facebook, Without internet, can you build Facebook? Without internet, can you do LinkedIn? Without internet, can you do Twitter? If you want to save your information on cloud, you have to have internet too. Another challenges of technology to tax practice and administration is possible cyber threats. Possible what? Cyber threat. If care is not taken, most of this technology, they may encounter external threat by hackers. High implementation cost is also another challenges of new technology in the tax practice and industries. The cost FRS will spend to design tax promo software is going to be huge. Cost of maintenance of that tax promo every year too is going to be huge. High implementation cost. Lack of technical know-how too. Most of the admin of those technology, they don't know the integrity of what it takes to manage those technology. These are the challenges of using technologies in tax practice and administration. The next area we need to go to is called in the area of tax promas. Tax promas. Tax promas is the information technology deployed by who? By FRS. The information technology deployed by FRS. Finance Act 2020 empower FRS to automate tax return filing and payment process. Finance Act 2020 empower FRS to automate tax return filing and payment process. One of the automation of that tax return filing and payment process is the introduction of what is called tax promas. Tax promas is a software designed by FRS for easy tax administration and management of tax process. Tax promas is a technology designed by FRS for easy tax administration and what? Management of tax process. What are the benefits of tax promas? What are the benefits of tax promas? Number one benefit of tax promas is it enables taxpayer to register, file, and remit tax. It provides opportunity to taxpayer to register for tax, to file tax return, and remit tax to the tax authority. That is number one benefit of tax promas. Number two is tax promas carry out assessment and keep tracking of tax obligation. Tax promas carry out assessment and key what? Key tracking of tax obligation. Another one is management of withholding tax deduction. Company can use tax promas to manage their withholding tax deduction, management of withholding tax deduction. Company use tax promas to manage withholding tax deduction. Another benefit of tax promas can be used to manage capital allowance and loss relief of a taxpayer. Can be used to manage capital allowances and loss relief of the taxpayer. Another benefit of tax promas is it enables downloading of tax clearance certificate. It helps taxpayer to download tax clearance certificates online. One of the benefits tax promas also have easy communication with FRS on tax issue. Easy communication with what? FRS on tax issue. All these are the benefit of tax promas. All these are the benefit of what? Tax promas. What are the features of tax promas or services provided by tax promas? What are the services provided by tax promas or features of tax promas? Number one services provided by tax promas is called e-registration. We use tax promas to register a new taxpayer, to give them tax identification number. So tax promas can be used for e-registration. Another services provided by tax promas is called e-filing, electronic filing, online filing. Tax promas can do that without going to office of the tax authority. You file your return online. E-payments. Tax promas also have one service that is called e-payment. If you want to pay tax, you don't need to go to bank. Through tax promas, you can generate your RRR to pay your tax. E-receipts. While paying your tax, if you want to collect your receipt, you can download your receipts online through the use of tax promas. E-tax clearance certificate. E-what? Tax clearance certificate. Through tax promas, a company can request for tax clearance certificate. And if the request is approved, you can download the tax clearance certificate online. E-stamping. You can pay for stamp duty on some instruments using tax promas. And tax promas is also used for e-VAT filing or VAT collection. Those are the uses of tax promas. Those are the uses of tax promas. So we are done with that. The next thing we need to look at, let's look at one of the business model of digital economy. As in the beginning of the class, we mentioned different business model of digital economy. We said the different business model of digital economy. One of them include e-commerce, another one application store, online advertising, cloud computing, network participative platform, online marketing, online payment service. All these are different models, different business models that can be carried out using digital economy. Now, we want to discuss one of them. One of them that we want to discuss is called e-commerce. What is e-commerce? E-commerce involves online buying and selling of goods and services. The process of buying and selling of goods and services via online is called e-commerce. In e-commerce, customer is going to make an orders, and you, the seller, you are going to accept the orders of the customer. While accessing the orders, you process the amount the customer will pay. You add tax to the amount customer paid. If you are giving the customer discount, you list the discount you are giving the customer. After the customer paid the payment, you deliver the customer the good to the customer. You carry out delivery service. All these are what? Under e-commerce. What are the benefits of e-commerce? What are the benefits of e-commerce? Number one benefit of e-commerce is it enables 24/7 buying and selling, non-stop. It enables 24/7 buying and what? Selling. E-commerce enable 24/7 buying and selling. Another benefit of e-commerce, there is no geographical boundaries that you can do e-commerce. You can do e-commerce at any place, anywhere, so far as there is internet. You can buy goods from somebody in abroad. You can buy goods from somebody in commerce, in China, through e-commerce. Transaction process. E-commerce ensure that those transactions is carried out in a streamlined process, simple manner. Another benefit of e-commerce is easy to start and manage the business. If you want to do e-commerce business, you can start immediately now. If you have a data, you can start. I'm now selling so good. If you want to buy, call this number. You post it in the Facebook. You post it in your LinkedIn. You post it in your Instagram. People will start calling you. There is no need, let me go and rent office. Let me go and rent this. Examples of e-commerce business. What are the examples of e-commerce transaction? Examples of e-commerce transaction. One of the examples of e-commerce transaction is called online shopping. Online shopping. Online movie. Internet banking. Online ticketing. Auction sites. They are all examples of e-commerce transaction. Online betting and gaming. Online betting and what? Gaming. Journal subscription. All these are what? Examples of what? E-commerce business transactions. The next thing we need to look at is key player in the digital space. Who are the key player in the digital economy? When we are talking of digital economy, who are the key player? We mean the service provider of digital economy. The key player of digital economy, they are the service provider of digital economy. Who are those key players? One of them is Google, Apple, Facebook, Microsoft, Jumia, Konga. Like I'm talking to you now, I'm doing e-commerce. Which platform am I using to do my e-commerce? Which platform am I using to do my e-commerce now? It's an e-commerce. It's an e-commerce. It's a digital economy. I'm doing business online. I'm doing commercial business online. These are the key players of digital space. Lastly, e-commerce is different from e-business. E-commerce is different from what? E-business. What are the difference between e-commerce and e-business? What are the differences between e-commerce and e-business? Number one difference is e-commerce involves commercial transaction done over the internet. But e-business is the conduct of business process on the internet. Number one difference, e-commerce involves commercial transaction done over the internet, while e-business is the conduct of business process on the internet. Number two difference, e-commerce involves the use of electronic transmission medium. Involve the use of what? Electronic transmission medium that cater for buying and selling of products. But e-business include exchange of information directly related to buying and selling of products. Number three difference, e-commerce activities involve monetary transaction, while e-business activities include procurement of raw material, good, customer educations, looking for suppliers. Another difference, E-commerce require the use of websites, but e-business require the use of customer relationship management or enterprise resources process. Another one is e-commerce is narrower, but e-business is broader. E-commerce is narrower in scope, is restricted to buying and selling. But e-business is broader. It covers more than buying and selling. The difference between e-commerce and e-business. So for today, this is what we have on taxation of digital economy. In this topic, we talk about what is digital economy. We said digital economy, they are the economic transaction, commercial transaction, economic activities, and professional interaction that are enabled through the use of what? ICT. And we said there are different business models that can be carried out using digital economy. One of them is e-commerce, application store, online advertising, cloud computing, online marketing, online payment service. After that, we now look at task challenges of digital economy. One of the task challenges of digital economy is most of the company making profits on online, they don't have physical presence in Nigeria. They don't have office in Nigeria. Another one, lack of clear roadmap on real-time tracking of digital transaction is one of the task challenges. Lack of effective mechanism for VAT collection is also another challenge. So we look at that. We look at how do we address those task challenges. We look at that. Aside that, we now talk about some technology that can assist in the tax industry, that can assist tax authority or tax practitioner. We look at those technologies. One of them is called artificial intelligence. Cloud computing is another one. Another one is social media technology. Another one is data analytic technologies. And we have another one that is called what? Mobile app technology. We also look at the impact of this technology to the tax practice. What benefit does this technology will give to the tax practice? We look at them. It's going to improve their voluntary compliance. It will reduce their low cost of compliance. We look at the challenges that can face by using this technology. Low computer literacy level is one of the challenges. Poor internet facility, possible of cyber threats, high implementation costs. These are what we look at today. We will also look at tax promas today. What are the benefits of tax promas? What are the services provided by tax promas? We have looked at them today. So this is where we are going to stop today. So